one day somebody does something unspeakable to someone else, to someone you hardly knew, and you do something about it because you can.
Hey guys, so I have no voice whatsoever. The cold weather has taken my voice. It's stolen it. I can't get it back. So I have no voice whatsoever. But I wanted to give you this one. This is breaking news from today. This happened today. Where a Los Angeles law enforcement officer will avoid going to jail. I can't give you the video footage because KTLA always 100% of the time gives me a copyright strike. Every time. But the link to the video footage is in the description box. Now, an LA County Sheriff's deputy will avoid jail time in the 2021 shooting death of a suicidal man under the terms of a plea deal reached with prosecutors today, this morning. Ramin Pineda will be placed on 2 years of probation and must give up his right to be a police officer in California after pleading no contest to one count of assault with a firearm and one count of assault under color of authority, according to prosecutors. Pineda must also perform 250 hours of community service and provide a written apology to the victim's family, and faces a suspended sentence of 180 days in jail if he violates the terms of the deal. He will also be barred from owning a firearm for the rest of his life. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office worked out a similar agreement last year with Pineda, one of 4 deputies who shot to death David Ordaz in front of his family's house as the man wielded a knife in 2021. But a judge rejected the deal after Ordaz's relatives made emotional pleas that his potential sentence was too light. Ordaz's family lined the courtroom today, many of them wearing pins emblazoned with an image of their loved one, shedding tears, even before LA County Deputy District Attorney Ryan Dibble finished explaining the terms of the deal. Now, this time, Los Angeles County Judge Mark S. Arnold accepted the plea deal. Hilda Pedroza, Ordaz's oldest sister, pleaded with Arnold to allow a jury of LA County residents to decide Pineda's fate and give her family have hope in this justice system. She said, give an opportunity for the community of LA, for the county of LA, to actually watch this video, to give them an opportunity to see it themselves and judge for themselves, she said. Pineda was charged with assault with a firearm and assault under color of authority in 2022. Prosecutors determined they didn't have enough evidence, of course, to charge 2 other deputies who shot Ordaz Jr. and said a third acted in lawful self-defense. Pineda's use of force was deemed excessive, however, because he continued shooting even after Ordaz Jr. was on the ground and fired at least 1 round after he dropped the knife, according to a recording of the incident played in court last year. Deputies were called to the home in March of 2021 after Ordaz armed himself with a blade and told his sister he was suicidal. When they confronted him, of course it goes through, he was holding the kitchen knife, screamed at deputies to shoot him, according to camera footage taken at the scene. Now it says here, quote, that's not what we want to do, man, Pineda said. But they did. They did. Now, eventually, deputies fired beanbag rounds in an effort to subdue him, but he moved toward them, and all 4 deputies opened fire, killing him with a barrage of at least a dozen bullets. The gunfire continued as he collapsed, and his relatives screamed out, according to the video. Pineda kept firing after the other deputies stopped shooting, and even as Ordaz Jr. continued to lie on the ground on the right side of his body, according to court records. Footage of the incident showed Pineda fire a round even after another deputy told him stop. Pineda's attorney, Pineda's attorney Stephen Alvarado disagreed with the idea that jail time would be the only justice in the case and said He believed his client is paying a heavy price. Bullshit. There are no winners in this case, he said. I am empathetic to the family members that are here today. Sure you are. The case is representative of the struggles outgoing Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon has faced in his aggressive pursuit of police and excessive force cases. While he's charged officers in shootings far more frequently than his predecessors, those cases have often ended in acquittals, dismissals, or plea deals with minimal jail time. Quote, we have to take a realistic view in the particular courtroom that we're in, who the judges are, what kind of rulings we've been getting, says Gascon. And that was in an interview with the Times. He goes on, sometimes we settle for less than we want. Sometimes we recognize we're working with a handicap and we're doing the best we can. Bullshit. If this had not been a cop, let's say two guys got into it, one pulled a knife, and the other one, who maybe had a license to carry, pulled his gun, and the guy dropped the knife and he shot him, do you think he'd be going to jail? I think so. But when you're a cop, when you have a badge, you can do anything you want, man. Who's going to do something about it? And I say that, but there have been, even recently, law enforcement officers who have been convicted and imprisoned for incidents that resulted in death. But then we get something like this. I mean, probation, community service. And yet, Alex Enamorado and Riverside County Accountability David Chavez still sit in jail on a no bail. They didn't kill anybody. I mean, I believe that Riverside, aka David, is guilty of he pepper sprayed a guy sitting on the ground. But he didn't kill him.